What's going on, guys? Andrew with Pride. I'm here with Joe Nelson, and we're going to be talking about a scourge upon the gym industry, coach hopping.
Oh, man.
This shit is either the best thing you can do or the stupidest fucking thing you can do. I have had clients leave me before, go to a different trainer, and end up coming back to me. I've had clients leave me, go to a different trainer, and not come back to me. Not every coach is the same.
Nope.
But, or rather, not every coach is gonna work for everybody. But that said, if you're just hopping around and going to a new coach, and going to a new coach, and going to a new coach, this says something.
Mm-hmm.
What's been your experience with coach hopping?
So from an athlete point of view, coach hopping could have many different purposes or meanings. Most of the time, honestly, it's just the client's not sticking with the coach long enough and they're not finding the progress. There's usually something along the line that involves the client that they're doing wrong, or they're not communicating with the coach correctly, so then the coach can't transfer that information and make his plan a little bit better, or adjust it, and then they think, that coach is crap, I'm going to go to a different one. What they fail to realize is that because they keep skipping each coach has a little bit different philosophy, so maybe you're not sticking with that one program, that one philosophy long enough, so you're not finding out what truly works. Because a lot of people say, you need to find out what truly works yourself, which is true. But I think a coach that has that education and that eye will help you develop yourself and learn more about yourself than you could alone. Honestly, as a coach, it bugs the heck out of me.
Yeah, no, it bugs me too, because it's, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you don't jive with a coach, you don't jive with a coach, and that's fine. That is what it is. Yeah. And if it's been a year and you haven't gotten results with a coach, probably time to move on. But a lot of people, usually what I tell people is no matter what your goal is, find at least one thing you can do and stick with it for a year.
Yes.
Because that's going to at least show you, okay, did this matter for me? Did this change things? Did this have a meaningful effect on me? I mean, even outside of the gym, I mean, you could apply that to almost any aspect of your life. Just do one thing for a year and see what you actually gain from it, because coach hopping, you might get lucky, you might find a person who's gonna be the silver bullet for whatever your health and fitness goals are, but oftentimes what's gonna end up happening is, if you really look at yourself, what you're probably gonna find is, I'm giving a half-ass commitment. I'm not pushing as hard as I can. I run away as soon as they say something that I disagree with and go find someone who agrees with me. And it's you can find any coach who will, you can pay any coach to agree with you at the end of the day. But it's if you're actually looking for a coach that's going to help you, rather than coach hopping, interview them beforehand. That's what the purpose is. Really sit down and talk with a coach and be like, who are you? What do you do? Can I get some client references? Yeah. Can I get a client reference from a coach or from a client that you didn't get results with? And people are scared to ask that, but I mean, it's I have clients that I have not been able to get results in the past, and I'm happy to give that number out to people, because I know what they're gonna say, and it's not gonna be, Andrew's a fucking terrible coach. It's gonna be, I had these crazy extenuating circumstances where it just was not realistic to work with a trainer at the time.
Exactly.
And it's if you're really looking for a good coach, they can talk about their wins, but they can talk about their fails too.
Yep. And that's, as a coach, that's where it comes in as a coach, that you need to be transparent, and that's where it comes in, guys like us, we're always trying to help our clients, right? 100%. So if we do have that one client that somehow it doesn't click, something just doesn't work, we don't know what it is, but hey, sorry, I don't know, it happens sometimes, you want your money back, or you want this or that. Most of the time, they'll have nothing but good things to say about you. But if you are a bad coach, that's why. Yeah. That's why you don't want to mention that. Yeah.
And I will say, in the nearly decade I've been doing this, I have one client who straight up talks badly about me. Yeah. And I couldn't fucking do anything about that. They're dealing with their own things. But at the end of the day,
one in a million.
Yeah. Everybody has one or two.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's just a personality issue and stuff like that.
That's huge.
But as far as coach hopping, just to if there was anything that you could see where it's before you switch to another coach, what do you think is something absolutely someone should do first?
Awesome question. So before you even consider talking to another coach, before you take what your coach is giving you now and you go to someone else, whether it's in your gym, online, wherever, and you ask them for advice, write everything that you're concerned with down. Every single thing that you want to talk to me, Andrew, whoever the other coach is about, right? And ask your coach all of those questions. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't, or she doesn't have answers for those questions, or the answers seem kind of like, half-assed, or just kind of like the information, then you should be concerned, right? Mm-hmm. Then you should move on. Most of the time, I will say, if that coach really does care, he's going to take the time and give you the right answers for those questions that are concerning, right? That's where you as a client at that moment in time have to make that decision.
Yes.
If you at least give the coach that, the coach can't and won't be upset with you.
Yeah, exactly. I've never been upset with a client that left me.
Yeah, see?
It's
never.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay, dude. Like, here's the other thing that I'll say is coaches who do get upset about that, they're dealing with their own shit. So, if you are someone who's left a trainer and they freak the fuck out on you, good job leaving that trainer, because they're dealing with some child shit that they ain't ready to face yet. They're still fucking mad that their parents got in a divorce or something like that.
Something, man. There's some insecurity in there.
Exactly. That. Yeah, straight up, man. There's weird shit like that that's going on in everyone. But I guess, God, I know I had one more thing that I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. As far as being the other coach.
Oh, yeah, the other coach.
What do you, because I know you and I have both been on that end where someone comes to you and they're like, hey, my trainer has me doing this. What's that all about? Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on that?
So definitely, I try to keep the distance, and you contact that coach. I know it sounds like, why would you do that? The coach is going to be mad. No, if the coach truly cares about the client is just concerned. The client just wants a second opinion. Yeah. The client probably totally believes you, but they're just second guessing themselves and what they can do. Mm-hmm. So you just give them that moment. But also, as a coach, with someone reaching out to you, get to their level, get down on their level. Talk to them, be like, hey, what's going on? How do you feel? Because then if you translate that to the coach, or you push that client to talk to their coach and ask them those questions, and then talk to the coach after.
You become someone who built a bridge instead of someone who burned a relationship.
Exactly. And you don't want to aid. You don't want to aid in that fire, that bridge falling down. Because if that client and coach are going down, the last thing you want to do is be part of that. So, keep your distance, but still, give valuable advice. But don't step on the coach's toes.
Exactly.
Is this exercise, am I doing it right? And you can totally see it's wrong. Mm-hmm. Be like, hey, ask your coach.
Yeah. Here's one other thing that I'll say too is the other coach. When you go talk to the other coach, when you talk to that person, if they're quick to bash your current trainer, you don't want that person.
No.
My early days of coaching, man, I remember doing that stuff where someone would be like, "Oh, I'm working with the trainer," and I'm in year one, super unsure of myself. Well, unsure of myself, but I think I am just the shit, and can do no wrong. Yeah. So someone comes to me and they're like, "Oh, my trainer X, Y, and Z," and I'm like, "Oh, that person's a fucking idiot. What are they doing? Come and train with me. They don't know what the fuck they're doing."
Yep.
And it's like, dude, you don't want that person.
No.
Yeah, you do not want that coach. You did not want year one Andrew. It's so. Ultimately, if we're gonna wrap this all up, try to have a genuine conversation with your coach.
Yes.
If you're going to talk to another coach, make sure that you've at least asked those same questions of your own coach.
Yes.
And if a coach is quick to bash your existing trainer, you don't want to be with them anymore.
No.
So.
And it says a lot about the coach.
Yes, it fucking does. All right, man. Well, Joe,
awesome,
thank you very much.
Anytime, man.
Yep. Until next time, guys, my name is Andrew with Pride. This is Joe Nelson. We'll see y'all later. Did you like this clip? Did you like getting that question answered? Do you have a question that you want answered? Well, boy howdy, by golly, have I got the way for you. It's wherever you're viewing this at right now. Go and shoot me a DM, guys. Let me know the question that you've got. Let me know the question that you haven't gotten answered yet. And I'll make sure to crank that out for you. So until next time, guys, my name's Andrew with Pride. We'll see y'all later.